Hi, it's Mark. It is June 22nd still, and we are at the Lake San Cristobal just south of Lake City, Colorado. We are going to be driving down the Alpine Loop towards Silverton. The loop is a road that goes kind of a loop between Lake City, Silverton, and Ouray. Now, the road I'm on is the Lake City to Silverton route. There is a section of it uh, that is for high clearance vehicles. I'm in a van. I'm kind of figuring that's high clearance. If it's not high enough clearance, I'll be turning around or going slow. But let's take a trip down the Alpine Loop. Okay, there's a fork in the road and they didn't exactly say which way to go. I'm going to go the rough road. I think the other road just kind of looped around the lake. Creek is right to our left, mountains to the right. Or rock face, we're in the mountains. This is one of those roads you definitely need to pay attention to who's behind you, because you may be blocking people with four-wheel drives and ATVs that can go a lot faster than a passenger vehicle. I'm not going to record all of this. That'd be too long of a video. Well, maybe some people like watching hour-long videos, 2-hour videos. But I'll kind of space it out. On my long videos, I like to break them up into 2 videos or maybe even 3 videos. I don't want people to lose interest and not have an opportunity to see all the beautiful things there is to see. Okay, we're kind of headed into the sun at the moment, so you're going to see more bug splatters than usual. The speed limit on this road is 35 miles an hour, and I'm going between 30 and 35. I'm not sure I've made it up to 35 yet. Road's kind of rough, but not too bad. Not washboard. If this were washboard, I would have turned around. That's just too much bone rattling for me. A lot of this is private property. We'll be probably going in and out of public lands, private property. There's a Castle Lakes campground and cabins. sign earlier. That they put up like a side of the highway warning of something that's coming up. But it said roll up your windows, lock your doors, high bear activity. Maybe we'll see a bear. I'm not counting on it. Beautiful drive. Decent road considering we're going into the back country. This is the front of the back country. Back country, you're going to need your four-wheel drives and your off-highway vehicles. Now we're getting in some washboard. Right about now, since the road's getting rougher, I'm just hoping I make it out of this pass before it gets dark. That's alright, I can handle mountain roads at night. You just gotta go slower. Okay, this is the Sherman town site overlook. Look down there. Let's see if I can get over here. No guardrails, of course. Alright, there's the Gunnison River. And back during the Ice Age, between 100,000 years and 15,000 years ago, this is under a half a mile of ice. See a waterfall over there a little bit. Snow up there. I'm right on the edge and the wind is blowing. I'm not feeling real comfortable. It's beautiful out here, folks. If we turn around and look the other way, we got a mountain going up there. We're about halfway up, maybe. Alright, I'm out on a precipice here. I hope a bear doesn't come along. I got nowhere to go but down. Thought I'd show you the path I walked down to get that shot. And I looked down at the ground and I saw what looked like a mountain lion print. And I started looking around. Then I looked at it a little closer and it was a tennis shoe. Gotta kind of be a mountain goat. Oh, when I get up here and I look over here, there's a little path. That's all right. I was able to do that. All right, back up here. There's the van, home sweet home. Okay, I don't like heights. The older I get, the less I like them. I had to come here and take a shot of this. This is the road I'm driving on, and it's almost a sheer drop off, and there are no guardrails. So I'm fine when I'm looking ahead. Getting some wind blowing up some dust. But if I look out my driver's window, and look down one of those little ravines into the canyon, my stomach kind of turns in knots. I'm hoping this is the section of the Alpine loop that they said required what is it? Not necessarily four-wheel drive, but high clearance vehicles. Because I don't want it to get much worse than this. Seen a few Jeeps going the other way, and a Jeep and a ATV behind me, so I pulled over and let them go on by. If you come up here and you want to drive this, I'd say rent a Jeep. It can get dusty. If you're in a ATV, you got to have goggles. I think that's one of the rules. You have to have goggles. And then I would put a helmet and a face mask, or because it can get dusty, particularly if there's other traffic. I was driving along without anyone around me, and the winds were kicking up, and it was just blowing dust everywhere. One of the rules on these roads is vehicles going up have right of way. Speed limit 15 miles. Boy, I wish I could make it up to 15 miles. I'm going between 5 and 10 miles in most places. There's places, all right, I'm up to 15 now. Of Jeeps and ATVs, and even though I'm going uphill and I have right of way, I'm going to pull over because the pullover's here on my side. So it's not a hard and fast rule. That's nice to know. Some of the ATVs are enclosed, so you wouldn't get all dusty. But I don't know if they have air conditioners in them. You might get a little warm. Check it out if you want to do that. Looks like we've got a whole group of people up here. Restrooms, Grizzly Gulch Trail, Silver Creek Trail. EMS response may be limited. No restrooms past this point. Hey, you're out in the woods. You need to use a restroom. Got some campers over here. Ooh. I'm trying to dodge these potholes. Okay, as we're not moving too fast, I'm going to focus on driving and wait till a turnoff to take pictures. Well, I pushed the Alpine Loop road as far as I could till I got to a mountain stream that I just couldn't pass. I really shouldn't have been taking this van up on this road anyway, but at least we've got a deer in the wild. Almost made it up there. At least since I had to come back, I can get a shot of this mountain waterfall stream, which I couldn't get on the way up because the road was so rough. And now I can stop because there's no one around, and it just ran off a deer. There's an old mountain cabin that's falling down. Who knows what era it's from? We've got another one up here. Nice mountain stream right there. I'll give you an idea of the road. And this is the good part. Alright. I'm putting the camera down. Okay. I'm going down hills. I don't remember coming up. And this is why they rent Jeeps and ATVs back in Lake City. But I went as far as I could. Took a while. It's freaking Sam out, I'll tell you that right now. Her little heart's just beating and she's panting. I stopped. Yeah. Did you hear that? It's okay, Sam. We stopped just a little while ago and I let her out to walk around and she's okay, but she's starting to get anxious again. You can hear her panting down there. All right, you I think I said in my other video, maybe I said at the beginning of this video, I just hope to make it out of here before it gets dark. If I don't, I'll just pull over somewhere and we'll spend the night out in the wilderness, Sam. We got water, we got food, and we got each other, right, Sam? Well, I had someone in front of me, which I kind of liked. That way I could watch how he was bouncing and avoid any potholes, or I don't know what you call them in the mountain, just holes. But again, we're right on the edge of the mountain. No guardrails. Sun's going down. So I'm probably going to end this video here shortly. So please subscribe, like, make comments, share with your family and friends. Come back and see some more videos if I survive this one. Boy, Sam's really panting up a storm. She's kind of anxious about this road. I mean, she's not looking at it. She's down between the seats where she usually rides, but just the bouncing and the bumping and the I've bottomed out a couple times, not on the van itself, but on the side, the running board. Yeah, it made a pretty good noise, and that scared the heck out of her. But I'll tell you, one of the things going up a road like this is, and then coming back down it, there are rocks on the road that weren't there before, because people have kicked them up with the way they've driven, or they drove over one and it popped up. I'm not saying any rocks have fallen from the mountain itself, but I got out a couple of times to move big rocks out of the way. Not massive boulders, but big rocks that might hit the undercarriage if I had gone over it. There's still sun on the mountains over there. Got someone else in front of us now, which is nice. And they're going to pull over and let me go around. Well, if you're going to pull over, pull all the way over there, buddy. They had plenty of room to get off. And I get cranky at times, folks. I'm a pretty nice guy, but sometimes people do things that I just don't understand. But we go on. All right. I think we're about done here. Come back. Woo! That's why I wish that guy had stayed in front of me. Okay, come back and watch some more videos. Thanks. Alright, we got a moose just across the road. Sorry for the bug spiders. There's another moose. There he is. He just Stepped out of the woods and sauntered right over the road. Okay. Alright, we made it back to civilization. There's Lake San Cristobal. Got a lot more bug splatters on the windshield than when I went up the mountain. But that's to be expected. Alright, we made it back to Lake City. So now I'm going to end the video. Please subscribe, like, make comments, share with family and friends. Come back and watch more videos. I'm going to get something to eat as soon as I get down here to the business district. There's a general store over there. Ooh, Sportsman Barbecue Station. I'm from Kansas City, so anytime I see barbecue, I compare it to Kansas City barbecue. Let's see what historic district of Lake City looks like in the evening. I'm kind of tired, folks. There's a lot of driving in the mountains. Yeah. On really bad roads. There's still people out, so they don't roll up the sidewalk at 8 o'clock, because it's just after 8 o'clock. Probably the restaurants and bars are going to make some money off of the people that were out in the mountains today. The Packer Saloon. Okay, I'm going to go eat. Thanks for watching.